As we take a look at the geological timescale, we can see that it is broken down and gets more specific as it moves on. So the biggest, most general breakdown in largest categories are what we refer to as the eons. And so those are the main large categories. Each eon is then broken down into a more specific time period, which is called an era. The era then gets broken down into periods, then epochs, and it gets more specific as we continue each breakdown. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a model of something representative in our life and kind of explain that we have a good reasoning behind the breakdown of this. So for example, since I'm very interested in school, I'm going to pick, for my eons, I'm going to pick elementary school. And I'm going to make that font a little bit smaller. Middle school, high school, college, and now I can even put teaching. So those would be my eons. That starts with my largest breakdown. From there, I would need to come up with my eras, which is going to be my next breakdown. So my eras might break down to my grade levels. So kindergarten, first, second, third. Now from there, I would do that for each one of the following. Okay, from there I would then go into my periods, where I'm continuing to get more specific. So maybe I'm going to give my teachers. So I had Mrs. Brewer in kindergarten. Crazy that I still remember this. I had Mrs. Morris in first grade. Okay, and I would continue to break that down to represent my periods. Then last but not least would be my most specific, which would be my epochs. Just let me come up with one more color here. So now maybe I'm going to pick out a key event that happened in that. Okay, and so in kindergarten, I can remember a key event was that we did the Christmas play. Okay, and then I would continue that breakdown, but I would do that for elementary, middle school, high school, college, and teaching. Now maybe you want to do that for something with music genres, or maybe something with history and wars, or a branch of science. Totally up to you. But the basic part of this is we want to start with our large part of the time scale and see how it gets more specific as we go from eons to eras to periods to epochs. Okay, looking forward to you coming up with something great.